dinner tonight. I was going to start a fire, but it's thundering. It's been raining off and on. I think it's just going to rain on me, so I'll wait till the morning. But look at the view here. I'm in the Colorado Mountains up by Bailey. I'm at a campground. Went to my favorite campground, Deer Creek, and it was full of people yesterday. Absolutely full. So went up the road a little bit further to have no idea. Starts with a M campground. And found a spot. And it's very pretty here. So campground's pretty much cleared out. There's like a campground host and 2 people, maybe 2 campsites full besides me here now. It's a little busier earlier, but a hummingbird came to my van earlier. I was sitting in there and the hummingbird flew in, flew around a little bit, looked at my flower decorations and my fruit basket, and then it flew out. That was really cool. How are you doing this evening? So, the campground host, talked to him for a long time about a bunch of stuff. He was a good man, but he had a Great Pyrenees, beautiful dog. We talked about all kinds of stuff though. Even his son, who's like orchestras and going to school for that, and him not knowing who the Eagles were. He was always calling his dad asking, who are these people that I'm with? And one time he called and he asked, who are the Eagles? And who's Joe Walsh? He didn't even know who he's playing with. That was so funny. It was really funny. Really, really funny story. It's starting to rain like crazy. Not like crazy, but it's starting to rain. It'll probably start raining like crazy. I should take my food inside. So. Yeah, here it comes. Here it comes. See, the campground's empty. Except for campground host or in a trailer. I asked him how he got his job. He says because used to come to this campground and the old host was not very well. I guess he was stealing money. And they ended up with the job. But this campground isn't open all year long. It's only open in the summer. And Deer Creek, like I said. Deer Creek Campground. Deer Creek Campground down the road. We're at by Bailey, Colorado. It's my favorite campground because it's got the creek running through it. It's called Campground Creek. It was so full. It was so full with families and everything yesterday when I drove up, but I didn't get up here till late because I thought somebody was going to come get some furniture out of my storage unit so I can quit paying for it. I need help. I backed out. Didn't work. Hopefully soon. Because I really do need to get rid of that. I can't afford it. I've got 2 of them and I can't afford either one of them, but I need to get rid of at least one. And I've got a bunch of shit in there. Lots of furniture probably for 3 homes. And all my stuff. Then I'm going to try to sell some of it. I don't need it. I love it. All my things. But, like Jesus said, get rid of all your stuff. Give to the poor. And I don't need possessions, right? Especially since I've been sitting in storage for 2 years. But I can't afford it anymore. It is going on with the lights. So anyway, I'm gonna eat my dinner. Nobody has anything to say. Hey, Rob. Good to see you with your emojis. What are you trying to say? Peace, love. What is that? Pizza, coffee, broccoli, and smoke. Puff, puff, puff. And we'll do that after I eat. So anyway, the campground host, I was talking to him for a long time with a lot of stuff. And he told me to go over to Conifer and told me where to go to get a map for dispersed camping in the area. It'll show. He goes, I've been trying to ask people and I've been trying to Google it and it's just been a bitch. What's happening? What you got cooking? Good looking. I cooked some Mexican corn and some stuffed mushroom caps and some chicken wings with spicy barbecue sauce. Sweet and spicy barbecue sauce. Anyway, so I just got back from Wyoming, went up to Yellowstone, got back from Wyoming to visit my son in Riverton, and then went up for one day because Levi wanted to go with me to Yellowstone. I would have stayed longer, but he had to get back to school. Get back to the Job Corps. It says, Rob says, I might be on a road trip soon to New Mexico to purchase a motorhome. Awesome. You'll have to let me know when you're coming through. Would you come through? Still, I'm recovering from last week. My buddy Tony, the pilot, took me to New York City to explore. You're recovering from cheesecake and pizza. Great. So anyway, he let me know where I could go and get Dispersed Camping map. So he recently bought his third plane, a Falcon 918 passenger. It's a blast. Yeah. My dad offered to hold on. Set up my tripod, I guess. My dad offered to use his GI Bill to get flying lessons, but I wanted to learn how to jump from a plane. Just supposed to be part of that, but I never did it. But that would have been great. I want to jump out of a plane. That sounds fun. When I was a girl, I was always up high. I was always in the tree. We're up in the rafters of the building. I climbed a lot of trees. My dad built me a tree house. We lived on the Valley Highway, and off the Valley Highway, and he built a house on stilts for me when I was a girl. So that when we lived there. So he's climbing trees. Anyway. Tony's friend, he recently met, okay, just third jet. Tony's a friend of mine from boot camp that became a naval pilot, retired now private pilot. Pilot. He's a private pilot. That's awesome. I'll put my phone down. Let me see. Is that right? Kind of. No, there's something wrong with the lighting. Hopefully the picture's clear. Is it clear? Am I like really close or something? There we go. Yeah. No. Jesus. Here, let me turn around. I want you right up on my face. So anyway, I recently came back from Wyoming, and I'm sure you'll find what's in my shorts interesting. I'm sure you'll find what's in my shorts is interesting. I've made a few uploads lately. Good. I'll check them out. Anyway, I went up to Yellowstone. It was beautiful, and I would have stayed there longer, but I believe I had to get back, and he was it was good to see him, but he slept a lot, and he didn't want to go hiking. But he did drive. We drove around. He just never get out of the car. And Because I would have been there a lot longer and I would have done stuff. I did see some uh, mud pits with some thermal activity going on. Little geysers coming out and smelled like rat eggs. And I saw a buffalo. Buffalo were on the road and blocking the road for like a long time. It was really fun. And I saw a waterfall. Because it was just it was just like it was in the parking lot where everybody was, and it was just like a few hundred feet to walk to see it. You didn't want to go. But I did. So, local farmer thinks I'm crazy. Why? He's got some peaches that came in that I swear are better than crack. Are they Palisade peaches from Colorado? Those are pretty good. My dad used to. What weird light. Lighting's really weird. Anyway, my dad used to drive over to the Western Slope to get peaches every year. Missouri peaches, actually. Awesome. Huh. I just don't get it. Tripod. That makes it really dark, doesn't it? That'll probably make it too bright. All right, so what about your peaches? Lord knows what I would do for some Rocky Ford cantaloupes. Since you mentioned Colorado produce. Yeah, that's good too. And cherries. Cherries up here in the mountains. There's all kinds of cherry places. It's crazy. Where they sell nothing but cherry products. Cherry juice, cherry jam, cherry jelly, cherry sauce, cherry bread, cherry cookies. Dried cherries. Cherries. So anyway, it's really quiet up here. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with my life going forward. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with my life going forward. Now I'm gonna make some money. Need to apply for Social Security, I guess. Maybe try to take on some more jobs. I could travel to Renaissance festivals. I suppose I could do that. I'm always drawn back to Denver, though. I love Denver. And anyway, what I was saying, I put in a bid last week for a piece of property. You can see it on my community page titled Another Day in Paradise. A bid. I thought you were planting gardens. A bid. Okay. I was watching YouTube videos today, but because it's Sunday, I gotta watch my David Lightbringer. He's talking about Fire and Blood, which is the book that. Oh, they have a fire grade. It's raining now. Teasing. Which is the book that the House of the Dragon was adapted from. Another George R. R. Martin book that needs another book. It's only part one. It's got the Dance of the Dragon. There's a lot of other stories. It's a big storybook. It's like a history book. And part of it is the Dance of the Dragons, which is where the TV show comes from. But we're supposed to be getting Fire and Blood Part 2 sometime. Anyway, my favorite things. My favorite YouTuber every Sunday at 4 o'clock, David Lightbringer. For a long, long time, we've been friends. A whole community of nerds, Ice and Fire nerds, and YouTubers that have known each other for a long time. Still waiting for Winds of Winter. That David's got a special show. Really does. I like it. And History of Westeros and Radio Westeros is great. Every time they put out a video, it's like a present or something. There's other YouTubers that are on the subject. Like, Wastewater Tim is a... Oh, I'm live again. Losing. I don't know, am I pixelated or can you see me? What else do I like to watch on the subject? Oh. Alt-Shift-X and Alt-Shift-X when he's in his drunk persona. I like Alt-Shift-X. And Michael talks about stuff. And Quinn the GM. Michael talks about stuff is really good. Preston Jacobs is interesting to talk to. He was really a bummer about House of the Dragon, though. Lots of criticism. And I think they did a pretty good job. And I don't disagree with his political views, but he brings it up a lot on his streams. And he's too centrist for me. And I don't think we're aligned on our stance on Palestine, and that's kind of a big no for me. I'm not sure. I don't want to really bother with it. I'm not sure, but I know that it got over 105 today. What? It was brutal here in Kansas. Ugh, that sounds awful. I've been hating the heat. It's been so hot. I mean, climate change is making it really hot in the summers, and that's why I'm up here in the mountains. I think part of the reason like I said, I just got back from Wyoming to Denver, and I felt like running up to the mountains right away, and I felt like I was running away from something. I guess it was the heat. I hated it. Yeah, it gets pretty hot in my van. I have a swamp cooler and a fan. It helps a little bit, but still a fan, white fan. So I should eat. Why? Why did the three-legged frog cross the street, Rob? I think I might have heard this joke before, but why? Why? Because the sign at the Applebee's said frog legs are special. Not special. Have you had frog legs? Yeah, but they're pretty good. Frog legs are good. Snails. I love snails. Escargot. Gator's pretty good. I love scallions. That's my favorite. Seafood, shrimp. I like shrimp, lobster, of course. Love scallions. I spied the pond out at the farm. It's full of frogs, ready to harvest. Have you a frog leg stew?
Powering off.
Pairing off. I like calamari, but I don't know if we should be eating octopus. They're so smart. People have them for pets. I don't know. I need to build me an inflatable and I need to build me an inflatable inner tube with a platform on it so I can float around the lake and gather the frogs with a flashlight and hand grab. Have fun. So I'm gonna spend the night here and then go find that map for the dispersed camping so it's free. I took advantage of my I'm old. I'm getting old. I'm getting old. I can't stop it. So anyway, I took advantage of my senior discount at the campground here, so because I have a national park senior pass. You get 50% off. I did at Yellowstone too. That's cool. Sorry. That was cool. But the campground there was awful. It was just rows of pavement with picnic tables, with little cutouts to park your vehicle or your van or your trailer, and then there's an area for. It's just all in a grid, and there's so many people there. At Yellowstone, that was the only campground that I went. I didn't visit the other campgrounds, so I don't know. But it wasn't the best. I mean, pulled in at night and it was dark and I really couldn't see what was going on. And when I woke up in the morning, the view was, it was nice. I mean, we were close to the lake, Yellowstone Lake, and there were trees. Every camping spot had a bear box, and it just hammered in on you to not leave your food out because of the bears. I didn't see any bears, but the bison. There's a big herd of bison that was blocking the road, so I got to see them for a long time. They're huge. They're huge. And see any wolves. Saw a crow. Got a video of a crow and some I think a gray jay came by camp. And I saw antelope. But like I said, I would have been there a lot longer and explored a lot more if I was by myself. But at least I made it to Yellowstone finally. I can say I've been there. Now I need to go to Mesa Verde. So tomorrow I'll stay here tonight. I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna eat my food. Not in front of you. And I don't know whether to have a fire or not. It's still raining. I don't think so. I think I'll just get up early in the morning and build a fire early in the morning. Maybe when it's still dark. And cook some bacon over the fire. Does that sound? And I love you. And then, I do love you, but let me finish with my plans. Then tomorrow I'll go find that map. See if I can find some free camping. Because I don't know that I'm ready to go back to Denver, but I need to, like I said, I need to figure out. I gotta do things. I gotta take care of shit. Can't keep ignoring it. So, I love you all. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday evening, and wish me luck on seeing some wildlife while I'm here. The hummingbird that flew into my van was really cool. I was like, hi. I was like, oh, hi. It just was quiet while I flew around. That flew out. Love you all, and I will see you again sooner rather than later.